be on camera. But yeah, it's still slaves and plantations around this bitch.
Alright, so we are live.
Yo. What we gonna call this episode, man? This like a
off season.
We miss you episode. We miss y'all.
This the free agency episode.
The free agency.
Oh, free agency. This the what you want to call it? Free agency.
Yeah, I mean, cause here we all wait on the call from the Knicks here.
For real. But y'all might call vibrate because the way it's going on, ESPN is jumping tonight.
Very true.
Yeah.
Woj ain't sleeping. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, man. Send me the link so I can post it, man.
Welcome to the Sweet Life Podcast. I'm one of the hosts, Eugene Wright. Also with me is Corey Null or C Null.
Yeah, C Null.
Tim, Wu Tim, and Phasian Octopus that we call DJ.
We got a griot up in here tonight. A real griot, master griot up in here.
Like a motherfucker. Let me do this.
Yeah,
I told y'all. If Morgan Freeman has the voice of God, I believe God is a woman, and this person has the voice of God.
She's like, nigga, don't do me like that.
But nah, for real, this is my homie. I love her to death. Shaunteka Latrice, aka Aketnuahs, aka Mother, as they say. Not Mother.
I got you.
But you know, it's utmost respect every time I see it. But I love Shaunteka Latrice. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, what's up?
And you know that Ava DuVernay, don't call me auntie. Ain't nobody goddamn auntie. Her and Oprah. They for real about that shit. I'm still trying to get some young dick. I ain't no auntie.
I don't know what he called you, that multiple name, but that sounds like some type of lotion.
This nigga.
I'm just saying. This nigga. That was made by one of our grandmas or something. What is it again? One more time.
Huh?
How you spell it?
Mother, like MUVA.
People just say
like
that.
that's
What
like
does
some
it mean?
that's an up north, like you know how niggas say mom or mother. Mother. That's what niggas say in New York. Like up north, they say mother. That's why I said that's why I said the auntie shit.
Am I slow?
Yeah. It's all good though.
You
my
just
nigga.
south. You just south, bro.
South.
You just south. That's all.
Your PlayStation take a little bit longer to load. That's all. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I need to put some data out that bitch.
Yeah. Remove some space. Fellas, ladies, how y'all summer been thus far?
Summer has been pretty good. I've been getting back to work. New music is definitely gonna be here for all of 2020. New positions on the day job.
Right.
New trips coming up as well. So I'm out here living. Shout out my nigga Fresh. He definitely got an ACL injury on our trip to. Yeah, he had a career-ending injury when we went to Atlanta. Shout out my homie Chris Style. We went to Atlanta for his birthday, and we decided to go hoop. And me and Fresh realized ball ain't life no more. You know what I'm saying? Ball ain't life. I don't care what they say.
Was y'all niggas on a black court outside, or y'all was like in a church gym?
The court was dope as fuck. It was like Atlanta. It looked like the Atlanta Hawks had built a community center. So it was down in near Camp Creek. So it was called Welcome Park.
My old neighborhood. Okay.
Right. It was called Welcome Park. I mean, Atlanta Hawks backboard, Atlanta Hawk court, spacious sidelines. You know, you can't find that shit at the community center. They put the gate right on out of bounds.
They got money.
But yeah, so it was a nice ass park, but we was definitely too old to be out there. My ankle's still sore, and my nigga Fresh got a career-ending injury. So he just had surgery yesterday.
Damn.
We businessmen moving forward, but I'm glad I got that off the bucket list. With my niggas one more time. So shout out Chris Style, shout out Club AM, shout out Kansas Cheney, shout out Brad, shout out these skills. Yeah, it was
I know
it was out there in that lap.
Ride home, boy. A busted knee.
Luckily, it was his left leg. His right leg was fine for driving, so we made.
Y'all made the nigga drive too?
Man, he decided to drive. Look,
He had ice on the left leg.
he did.
Damn.
He didn't think it was toe. But then we got back, we realized, you know, he just couldn't sleep that night, so we ended up going to the emergency room. And yeah, that shit was tore. Like a motherfucker.
This nigga
Everything was
just
tore.
like, man, if it's still swole in the morning, call my mama. She don't know what to do.
That tussin. Every time I get that tussin,
Yeah,
goddamn.
just pour some alcohol on and blow on your knees.
Some Epsom salt, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I know that insurance might tell that nigga out the frame.
My nigga Fresh got a good kid.
Yeah, shit, that don't
Straight.
mean he got that.
He got
I mean, they still gone, huh?
He got the duck.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he do.
Nigga, if he got athlete, that nigga might get him some racks back, boy. They don't.
Say the duck. You say the duck.
A duck. I thought you said a duck.
No,
I
nigga,
thought
the
you was
quack,
saying
nigga, the
for
nigga that be.
He said
No,
a duck.
nigga, if you got athlete, bro, and get hurt, that shit for real.
Oh, nigga, is that how you reference the insurance companies?
What they
Like
say
the
on
general
fucking commercial?
goddamn?
Yeah, that's how they give it to you.
So you say the lizard for like Geico or something?
Yeah.
Keep it
The
moving.
gecko.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, summer's
Okay,
been great for me.
How your off season? For your summer?
My summer's been good. Been to Atlanta, back and forth a couple times, creating a show. Had a show last night.
In
It was
Atlanta?
really good. No,
Here, which is
Here.
fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was nice. It was. I hadn't been on the mic since February, actually, here at home. So it was good to be back on the mic at home. So that's pretty much it for me right now.
It was so dope. It's like grab your like your heart and like twist that shit. You type in like, nah, police knock on your door, like knock on your soul, like you in there. Like that's the type of poetry.
Waking your ass up.
Yeah, it's just like you can't help but feel it. Just like, fuck, ain't out here living right. That's how
Ain't nobody living right
No,
here.
exactly. Nobody.
Yeah.
I know.
Nobody.
But to be aware of that is
Yeah.
a different feeling.
Yeah. You have to go through it in order to like call it into awareness.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why I was saying that shit about Benny the Butcher. I had to look out the window to see whether or not the police was outside my goddamn house. For real. But summer been cool thus far. I just came on my vacation last week. I had fun. I'm not gonna say where I went or who I was with. And I also got something else in the works that we talked about. I ain't gonna talk about that just yet, you know, but we're gonna talk about it. But it's been cool. I gotta get back in the gym to finish, you know, doing what I've been doing. I lost like 25 pounds. I ain't trying to humble brag, you know, but I gotta get back into it. Niggas looking like Carl Winslow in January. So I'm trying to get that Carl Winslow-ism up off me.
Trying to go from Uncle Phil to Uncle Will.
Yeah, basically. But everything been good. Tim, tell us about here.
We done had off-camera conversation too. That's just,
Oh yeah, so when you first walk in there, it's hot. I work on a machine that's the Hellbot. It's hot. It's a big ass battery in front of that bitch. Every day I go up in there, I be wanting to come back to heaven and never return to hell. But the insurance good. Like the nigga know how to get you with the benefits, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the benefits, it seem okay. You know what I'm saying? He still got a deductible.
Of course.
But it is what it is.
Shit, ain't no free lunch.
I hate supervisors and people that think they like for that 12 to 10 hours or whatever you work that they rule your life. Like I don't think a 9 to 5 for me no more, man. I can't take it in that bitch. I'm about to go like super duper AWOL. The next forklift horn I fucking hear, I might shoot somebody or something. It's that fucking bad, bro.
And you got PTSD?
I probably fucking do. I go to the doctor like August the 13th though, like real shit.
Psychiatrist?
Something like that. Well,
You don't know?
yeah, I set something up like that. You know. Hey, black people, listen. If you got insurance, bro, and that shit gets taken out your check every month, don't let that shit just pile up for no reason. Not only go get
It's an investment.
your motherfucking blood work checked or whatever, man. Make sure you get your brain checked too, cause that shit is very important. So yeah, I'm finna talk to a shrink. Fuck y'all. Like I got good insurance.
I've been there before, so
Yeah, so shit, that shit like, we gonna get this, you know what I'm saying, reset up here, cause I think I'm gonna quit after I get on this shrink and whatever medicine they put me on.
no,
So,
don't quit, cause if
That
your ass
stop the
going
benefit.
there,
You can do whatever you want to once you get paperwork.
Get on paperwork that
saying
I'm
you've been
cuckoo.
to a-
It's called family.
oh yeah, I was about to say,
FMLA.
I don't know
if he
I
ain't
can-
cuckoo and he go in there, they gonna tear his ass out the frame. That costs. It's like $150 an hour, nigga.
So go in there, I got
Like,
ass.
you know.
That's
I don't be
the
acting.
trick.
That nigga crazy for real.
Scoot in on the convo, bro. You focus a little lower.
I don't like sitting too close.
Well, how
to
your
DJ.
summer been
DJ
thus
got
far,
his
man?
feet out, man. I don't feel. I got a thing about feet, bro. I don't know if the string see that shit, bro. I'm feet phobic. Men feet phobic. I don't feel comfortable when men got their feet out. That nigga should have some socks today. It's like that roach you see on the floor. You want to keep looking at it, but then you be looking off. This nigga got this.
Man, how
feet
your
out.
summer been, outside of being in hell?
Well,
I guess.
compared to DJ summer, he
Hell is
got
work,
that
by the
kicking
way.
shoes
Like,
on.
let's just throw that out.
My summer been hell, bro. It's hot in that bitch. I don't know what else to tell you, nigga.
Alright.
Damn. I hate my job.
DJ, phasing octopus.
Something been cool, man. Been going to shows, had a couple shows.
Oh yeah,
Getting
that
new-
nigga, you've been doing your thing, man. For
Guys,
real,
you been doing your
Yes,
thing.
you
for real though.
With
man.
beats and like you been active.
You turned the house to Baseline Studios and shit. Yeah.
Like, man, I just been like buying hardware and stuff, and like changing up how I do my music and everything.
Yeah.
And other than that, like, fuck work.
Yeah.
Cause my shit kind of like Tim shit, but my shit is different kind of hell. Like it's like a mental hell. Like,
The physical portion of it. Damn.
you know what I mean? Like, cause everybody's slow, but everybody take everything so serious, but it ain't that big a deal.
That's 'cause
And
they-
then I'm in charge of people, and that shit's annoying.
yeah.
And then my other job, I just told them, hey, I'm not working Fridays no more.
What the fuck you gonna do about it? You know?
For real, like, I can't. No. But yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Other than that, something's cool.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Yeah, let's get into these topics, man.
Hold up. Before we do that, shout out to the live streamers. Shout out to Michael Kier.
Send me
Shout out
the
to
link.
Bab
Somebody send me the
Brown.
link.
We definitely had a blast as well.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting
Yeah.
in with the second episode of the Pod Clash with the Witted Committed. Make sure y'all go check that out on their anchor page and also on Smash Bros Radio. That was a whole episode in its entirety.
Send me that link too.
I'm looking for it now, but I ain't got Facebook on my phone. So
This nigga.
also, if y'all want to join in, man, feel free to give us a call. Numbers at the top of the screen, 205-775-0550. Drink menu is really Jack Daniels and Crown Apple and extracurricular activities
Also, tell the people why we not smoking in.
and Snapple.
Because
Snapple, nigga.
people used to smoking.
Yeah, we're not smoking inside the studio because we had some acoustic treatment done on the ceilings, as you can see on the little piece of the wall. So we toned down on those shenanigans a little bit. I can neither confirm nor deny that they happened off camera, but we toned down on them for the sake of preserving the room and its recording space and the smell of extracurriculars.
I can't remember the last time I had extracurricular.
You really been in here, huh?
You operate like the tethered guy. For real. What a real tale.
Focus on these
Damn.
Used to have my utensils.
But let's get to this. Let's get
I'll
to
be
these.
good, though.
Let's get to these topics, man. Because I know we gotta keep it within a time frame. So yeah, I've been kind of off my square because I've been on vacation, been kind of discombobulated with work. Then I got other shit going on. Like I said before, we're gonna talk about that another day. But the first issue that really caught my attention was Marsha Jones in our backyard in fucking Pleasant Grove, Jefferson County, not quite Birmingham, but Jefferson County, Pleasant Grove. In December of last year, she got into an altercation in which shots were fired on her. I'm not sure how many shots, but she was 5 months pregnant. She lost her child. So a grand jury investigated the situation, and they charged her with manslaughter, and they let the gunman, person who had the gun, they dropped the charges on them. So it's been a big uproar locally as well as nationally because of the backdrop being about, abortion rights in Birmingham and Supreme Court trying to reverse Roe v. Wade, and Alabama being a state on the forefront that's all with the bullshit shenanigans. So I just want to go around. I'm sure you all heard the story and like get everybody take on, you know, what you all think about the whole Marsha Jones situation, and do you all think the situation was just or unjust, or whether or not she should be charged altogether, and what you all think the outcome is going to be? So, Eugene, I know you're working right now.
Man, I ironically I read the details on the story today, and it is just, this is a part. How can I say this? Other than the fact that somebody got shot, 2 people got shot, a pregnant woman got shot. Those are some gruesome details just to begin with. But the reason that this story has taken off and has become like the national sensation that it has is because she's being charged with manslaughter. It should be in the message.
I copied it and they just said live stream.
Oh shit!
So I look like I'm goddamn a Russian bot.
My fault, man.
It's
just search Sankofa sweet page. I'm sorry, but the whole reason that this story has taken off and become the situation that it has is due to that new abortion law that's been put in place. And it's kind of like, that's one of those situations that's just like very random, but also very uncontrollable, is why the bill itself makes no sense. And like I said, I'm not into politics. I don't get into that. But that is definitely a fucked up situation where...
And we go back and forth about that.
We do.
I tell you, nigga, you need to vote.
Because I told you, I don't complain.
Yeah,
so
I'm glad.
I don't vote, so I don't complain.
Yeah.
But it's just, that situation is just what...
That situation not going to make you want to vote, though?
It's going to sound fucked up in all aspects, and I promise all viewers, I don't mean no harm in none of this. Shaunteka Latrice, you know I love you. But at the same time, as a man, I have no idea or expectation about abortions myself. And I also think I got a strong pull-out game. So I'm trying to put myself in those situations to have that happen. I'm saying, I know it's gonna happen eventually. I do want to have kids. I do want to get married. But because as a male figure, that is someone that does not involve himself in politics, and trying to put myself in a position to, I still believe that if I have a kid, I'm gonna have it. I feel like it's not my choice whether the kid is born or not, because that's a woman's body, and I don't have a woman's body to make that choice.
Right.
However, if I have my choice, I want to be married and then have kids. That's just how I believe I can get it done. Hence why I ain't got no kids right now. But I understand shit happens. We're in a different generation, different time. I just still have faith of that. I still try to work toward that. There's no offense toward anybody, but it doesn't make me want to vote, because my thing is like, I don't make the rules. I play by them. I try to understand them to maneuver the best that I can. That's why I don't complain. I just try to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that it will make me vote, but it definitely shows me the stupidity in the political system here.
So what about the situation? Do you feel that it's just or unjust? Or, you know, what do you think the outcome is going to be?
I mean, it's unjust as shit, but I don't think they will actually indict her for manslaughter. If they do, I will be highly surprised. I really don't think they're going to really take it to that full out extent.
So you think they just make an example
yeah,
of her while they can?
It's just sensationalism, I think, at this point. But I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I understand that too, but I really think they're just making sensationalism out of it right now. Yeah, what's your opinion on this?
I'm glad we got her here.
Yeah, I'm glad we got a woman on this topic, because that definitely
this is heavy.
That was a bad start to the off-season topics.
I think it was excellent. I think it was an excellent start. I think she is being used as an example first, simply because they have to have momentum behind it. The Alabama Supreme Court has already shot the bill down, so they have to go to the next level. In the process of them going to the next level with this particular bill, they have to have like records. of like, hey, we've already charged this person, you know, she's going to jail. Now, I don't think that she should even be charged or anything, and you letting the shooter go because she did not pull the trigger. So that's my thing. She didn't pull the trigger, so don't charge her. Charge the person that's pulling the trigger. When it comes to this particular bill, I also think like this is just something that's being compounded onto what the United States has already built themselves on, the patriarchy has already built itself on, is control, oppression of the woman's body. And they're taking it to a level of micromanaging reproductive health, something that they've been doing for the past 20 years, by stating a case of creating life begins at conception is what they're trying to say. Like the minute that you conceive, like it's life. So that's the proponent that they're going to challenge Roe versus Wade with, which is also interesting because there is 17 other components in Roe versus Wade that they could challenge to get it struck down. Not just life begins at conception. There are other components that they have like records for. Like you want to go and do something, you want to really do something with this. If you want to really challenge this, don't challenge it this way. Don't say that, hey, just because you got raped or somebody in your family molests you, you know, like this is God's will, you should have this child. That's bullshit. That's the bullshit, because you care more about the baby in the womb, but you got 72,000 foster kids in the state of Alabama that y'all don't want to adopt past age of 5. Fuck your logic on that.
and not to mention, Alabama has the highest pregnancy fatalities in the country.
In the country.
Not to mention that.
But we don't want to talk about reproductive health. We don't want to get health in the school, get real sex education within health education. We just want to say, oh, okay, we're going to do this because we're the Bible Belt and we should be the ones challenging this. That's how I see them coming up with this particular law. Mind you, it was 2 fucking women that created this goddamn bill. And folks skate around that bullshit for the past 6 months. It's 2 women. Even though men voted that shit in, it was 2 women that created this bill.
That's what really made it happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
2 women. So it kind of sort of baffles me, and I can get into this. Yeah. But yeah. So that's my take on it.
So you know it was unjust.
Yeah, it was unjust. Yeah, from the very, very beginning. Yes.
I was just adding to the dynamic. They didn't charge the shooter because the pregnant girl provoked it.
I got a perspective on that. We're gonna
call
Coleman.
Who shot the gun? The pregnant girl?
No, the pregnant girl got shot.
Okay.
The pregnant girl got shot.
Yeah, that's definitely
the baby daddy new chick.
Mm-hmm.
Also the Haiti. See, Haiti know how to give me the news. Oh, okay, so I can figure out. It's like black on black crime.
And the chick.
It's like black on black crime. I seen the pictures like.
Yeah. And the chick, I mean, the pregnant girl looked better than the other chick. She looked like the bottom of that nigga sandals. But that's either here or there. But go ahead, Coleman. I just wanted to kind of insert that. So, yeah.
Sandals are the topic today.
Sandals.
Go ahead, nigga.
Sandal.
Life is precious. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy who God made me, or whatever the creator is called, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be a man, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to change nothing up on me. Shout out to women, they give life, so that's like God. That's God-ish. You get what I'm saying? I don't think anybody has rights to take life. Life is precious. It's a struggle to get here. And it's a struggle to remain here. You know what I'm saying? I think the easiest thing to do is die. It's hard as fuck to live.
Hey, that was deep as fuck, Tim. Give your props on that.
Yeah, so I'm saying all this shit to say, like, man, shit. I really can't say man can take life. You always used to hear your mama say, I brought you into this world, I can take you out. I always got a joke behind something. It's ironic that 2 women got the gun clapping. So, you get what I'm saying? She kind of took that slogan too far. But it might be too soon. But I'm saying this to say this. That definitely whoever wrote this article was snooping around because they just passed this abortion law, right? Like not too long ago, and this crime happened 2018, right?
Right.
Okay, so whoever is snooping around with this shit, they really not even trying
Hold
to
on,
like.
what you mean by snooping around? This shit like out in the open.
No, because you see how they changed the abortion laws, and then now they're charging the person that shot the baby. Basically, the baby got shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that charges the person that was pregnant with the baby.
With the baby. That lost the baby.
Oh yeah, this nigga got ADD. By the way.
They let the person go who shot the gun.
You know what? That's
a
a typical government, though. That's our justice system. That's how it is. If I was to break in this house and it'd shoot me, I'm gonna get charged with breaking in, but I can counter sue him for shooting me, and he can do time behind that shit.
I actually read a case like that in law school, but go ahead.
He right.
So to say this, to say that, the girl that lost the baby and getting charged, sweetheart, I mean, it ain't nothing to tell you, but you need to get a fire-ass lawyer. And when you get that lawyer, you need to sue some folks, and you need to get some laws changed behind that crime. And the person who wrote this article is full of shit, honestly, because that's just some bullshit. The way you would bring that article up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's wrong all the way around.
Fault? They just
Cause man, like that ain't got shit to do with the abortion law. You know what I'm saying? Like this on a whole nother level though. Even though it's taking life, she shouldn't even be facing no.
I mean, they didn't write the
even-
article like, you know.
It's not
talking
necessarily
about
the
that.
abortion law,
Yeah.
but the bill itself mainly outlines abortion. But in the bill, it includes
stipulations.
that a mother carrying a child can be charged for murder if that baby is damaged.
Right.
In any case, you can fall down the
So
steps.
are they trying to say the pregnant girl fired off first type shit?
Well, she provoked the situation.
They didn't go into details, which I'm gonna get to in a minute. But yeah,
But basically, with this new bill, if you're a mother and you're carrying a child and something happens to that child, you can be held accountable for that.
Mm-hmm.
so you think that situation was unjust? Or it was?
I don't know, bro, cause you saying the new bill, right?
Huh?
You saying it's a new bill?
No, this is all of this is relatively new. Yeah.
And this happened.
No, in the Alabama Code of Law, when it comes to like murder, fetus is in the language.
Mm-hmm.
So they applied that particular law in this
To
scenario.
her.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, so they basically saying like, we can kill you, but y'all can't kill. You get what I'm saying? Like we got a right to kill.
Yeah, I get exactly what you said.
That's fucked up, bro.
Shout out to Bell. He said plot twist. The girl was getting jumped, so she defended herself, and she hit the pregnant chick.
Damn.
So what you got?
So
Shouldn't no
fucking
pregnant girl be fighting? Point blank period.
See that goes what along with the grand jury argument, but I'm gonna get to that. But yeah,
like shit common sense though, right? Like
sense ain't common.
yeah, but like it's one of them things, common sense. It's not gonna work out like common sense. It's just gonna be like the whole cartoon all over again. You know what I mean? Like shit was unjust as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And, like I'll smoke that shit. I can't say that. Y'all said everything. Other than that, but shit, run it.
My take on it, because me and Quentin was arguing about this for about an hour last night, and just to kind of let you know his take, you know how Quentin is, he's strong in his beliefs. It got to the point where I was like, nigga, you trying to make America great again? But because I mean, Quentin has old school ideologies, old school beliefs or whatever. But from a legal perspective, and I'm a jump on the journalist who posted the article, not for what he was saying, but I'm gonna jump on them because they didn't lay down all of the facts of the case. In criminal law class, in law school, if me and you fight and you hit me with your hand, I gotta hit you with my hand. If you got a knife, I can use a knife. If you got a gun, I can use a gun. So I'm a real big like facts proponent. So they didn't detail all of the facts, so we don't know. My question is, being from having a law background, did the pregnant girl have a gun? understand the moment of, being like, I guess the moment of, they call it like the moment of truth or something happening, and it's reactionary. Like, I understand that the young lady was getting jumped, but did somebody have a gun or show a gun? Because in the law, this across the board, American law, state law, if one person got a gun, you can have your gun. They didn't detail that, so the facts get muddled. Of course, people gonna get up in arms because of the situation that's going on with the state anyway, and trying to reverse Roe versus Wade. So it's still, I can't really draw a real logical conclusion because I don't know all the facts of the case. But outside of that, like being a human being, I feel that it's unjust, and my optimism tells me that those manslaughter charges are going to get dropped because logically it makes no sense. And also, the district attorney of Jefferson County is a black woman. So she has to do the right thing, or they're going to get her ass out the goddamn paint if she don't. So I feel like those charges are going to get dropped, and it should be charges of manslaughter against the shooter. But that's, hypothetically speaking, we don't know all the facts. AL.com, I understand Carol Robinson, whoever the fuck she is, I don't know if it's a bot, whoever, she posts a lot of articles, and I love reading comments. The comments like, because she misspelled in the fucking articles. I don't know if that's just like a moniker on the AL.com or whatever. Like, somebody was defending her in the comments saying like, man, like, she posts a large quantity of articles, so she's rushing to get stuff out to the press. But at the same time, like, you cannot, from a journalist perspective, you cannot post information like that and give all the facts. For people that's in the know about the law, they like, well, damn, did the pregnant girl have a gun? Like myself, did she have a gun? Because that would be the only way you can say, drop the charges and this and that, but we don't know. They said that, it was provoked by her, but that's ambiguous. Did she have a gun? Like, I know she got jumped, but still though, man, like, she should be charged with manslaughter in a common sense, logical, and what they say in the law, reasonable person standards. She should have been charged, but my optimism, I feel that it's unjust, and I do feel like those charges are going to be dropped in the long run. And also, he mentioned the lawyer perspective. Trust me, she got millions of dollars in crowdfunding, dog. She gonna get the best representation that America has to offer. Hell, I'm surprised Jay-Z and Rock Nation ain't got involved yet. Cause they say
that's all he seen
that
doing these days.
They say he's saving everybody.
With the pregnant girl?
Yeah. He probably need to get involved because she probably I'm pretty sure she got like $1 million cash now. Cause like that money started flowing in since last Tuesday. I've been watching the money flowing in. She gonna have the best representation, so they're going to have to drop the charges.
I'm just shocked that I'm not shocked at women carrying guns. I'm shocked that these bitches actually shooting niggas. Man, like,
why are you surprised by that?
Cause, bro, I feel like women should be like.
I can tell you a story about my little sister off camera.
Yeah, but I ain't being like womanist. You know what I'm saying? Like, even
anti-feminist.
Like, I have pit bulls, and I got a female pit bull. She's a little more aggressive than the male pit bulls, and it's amazing to see that. You get what I'm saying? Because you really wouldn't expect a female woman, or however you want to put it, to be that aggressive. Because y'all really, like, I'm not knocking the situation. Like, where that shit come from?
You seeing beyond your programming.
What you mean?
Like, you.
I mean, we about to be a time where girls didn't carry guns.
That women wouldn't do that.
No,
but
I'm
in
not,
nature, that's actually.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where that shit come from? No, yeah, like where it come from? Like where is it coming from? Like, I'm not questioning. Like, I'm actually seeing this shit happen. Because the like, I'm actually, but I'm like, where does all this?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe shit.
No, I'm just like, where it come from, bro? Like, where the aggression come from?
Nature. They know what I'm saying? Like,
they uncivilized creatures, unconscious creatures. So it's all about survival, necessity. So of course, and a woman in nature is still a nurturer.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
don't say the woman, say the female in nature.
Female,
yeah, female. Don't get too out of frame, Eugene.
Oh, I'm just asking, like, why don't say women because of
because you said
the sexual scripts available today in society, or what?
Nah, I mean, because he said the woman is an untamed species. I say the female because female can be anything when you're speaking in terms of nature.
Oh, yeah.
When you say woman, you're specifically speaking about the human being.
Hey man, your ass about to get counseled up in here.
It was on the right path, but that's something.
You know, I'm just talking.
Shout out Love More. Shout out to Aketnuahs Latrice. You know, they broke me that. Like I can't say female when I'm talking about human women.
Man, that's a female.
I can say female when I'm talking about anything other than human.
Yeah.
So when you say the woman, you can't say like a woman lion. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not a woman. It's a female lion. So like, yeah, it was just my thing.
But yeah, that's we're gonna see that unravel within the next couple of days. Let's go ahead and talk about the next topic, and we're gonna conjoin the next two topics. The fucking Democratic debate. Like, did y'all watch it? What did y'all think? Who do y'all think is the front runner? You know, the data shows.
Can I take my black and mild break on this one? Listen, on this topic, fuck all of them, because they really not gonna do nothing for us. They just want our fucking opinion and votes.
Let's go to the comments real quick. I think Bear said he agreed with something you said. I think it was in regards to the idea of the crowdfunding. That's when I saw it. But also, he said she should get fined because she was getting jumped. Well, not a lot, but because she was getting jumped. So she should. So shout out to Bear.
That's some we know the shit. Yeah, we know in high school, you got your ass whooped in the fight. Your ass got suspended. Man, that's a true story.
If you lose, you got suspended.
That's crazy. I don't know what type of gladiator shit is that, but that's what it was. But it is what it is. But the presidential debate, after the presidential debate, after the 2 nights, Wednesday and Thursday, you know, Kamala is polling high after she told goddamn Joe Biden not to frame. So it's old senile ass out the frame. But we're going to go around the room because we're going to get to that because it was a story that broke out. It's been going on for months. When we talked about reparations months ago, and Kamala Harris, after that Breakfast Club interview, she got exposed by woke Twitter for not really being black. She got exposed by the division of Twitter that ADOS, when they was talking about African descendants of slavery. Her mother is Indian and her father is from Jamaica. So it was, you know, Twitter today was buzzing and yesterday in the last couple of days, this nigga not even black. So, you know, people been coming out defending her, you know, people she was competing against for the nominee, they've been defending her, and it's been an issue too. So it's a 2-pronged issue. So my question, first, I just want to know what everybody think about the Democratic election. Who do you all think is the front runner? Who do y'all confide in? And do you all think Kamala is black enough? And do you all think people are off base for coming at her blackness? So it's a 2-pronged question. So
this shit should be a speed round. But I'm gonna answer these very quickly for the most part.
I'm glad she here because I know she got some perspectives on this stuff. Because I'm glad you're here because between this nigga not being apolitical and this nigga right here, it's just really just me and DJ just talking. Goddamn, when it comes to subjects like that, so I'm so happy you're here, for real. Look, I want to kiss your hand because I'm happy you're here. Gonna get some substance, goddamn. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. She's a creative as well, but she's probably more informed than I am. Anyway, first off, no, I did not kiss Democratic debate. I saw the you know how on YouTube when they do the little highlights of the game where you see every bucket made, the 10-minute games. That's what I watched on the Democratic.
That was
debate.
enough.
So
that was enough.
I saw the highlight reel from the Democratic debate. It was 7 minutes, but probably wasn't enough. But I think, man. You know, I don't feel like I have to choose the lesser of 2 evils when I can choose no evil, which is why I don't vote.
But that is
no, wash my hands.
It's coerce evil.
What?
It's coerce. But we'll talk about that another time. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm interjecting. Go ahead.
Did I watch the Democratic debate? No. I saw the highlights. Do I think there's a front runner to anybody that I like? No. As far as the Kamala Harris shit, I feel like and this may be contrary to popular belief, I feel like there's only, other than the human race, there's only 2 races. That's black and white. And maybe because that's how I see the world. And I understand that all people ain't like black people as we define in America. But I feel like they all black people, whether they Mexicans, Chinese, Asians. If you have, and not even to sound like some Hotep shit, but if you have a piece of melanin in you, your lineage comes from somewhere black. Even white people, but that's a whole nother story for another time of how they mutated themselves inside the Caucasus Mountains. Us and Caucasian, but we ain't gonna go that deep. But yeah, I just feel like it's only 2 races of people. Now, is she black enough? Yes.
She went to Howard, she AKA,
but is she African American struggle black? I don't know, because I don't know her background like that. But at the same time, I got friends, because I don't want to call it their real name, but I won't call it their real name, but these are friends and artists that I work with. Both of her parents are from Haiti. They had just as hard of a time.
it's definitely black.
So they definitely black. She's definitely black.
Definitely black.
She's first generation American.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and the only reason Indians weren't enslaved, because they was like, fuck y'all, we'd rather die before we be slaves.
I mean, they got pimped out in the East Indian Company, but that's a whole...
They did.
That's a whole different story for a different
But they didn't do their work, though.
Yeah.
So, that, and then Jamaican, I mean, they're a little bit, they're definitely more stable than Haiti, but it's like the middle ground between Haiti and America.
They niggas.
Exactly. So it's kind of like you consider Tiger Woods black, so you consider Barack Obama black.
Tiger is that nigga. He a nigga too. That nigga dad's name was Earl. That nigga definitely black. But yeah,
But I'm saying, so we can't really question whether she's black enough. If she's black, she's black. End of the day, y'all praise this half black queen that got married to fucking the prince and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if she black, she black. I ain't questioning that. We play for the same team at the end of the day. It ain't no such thing as black enough. Niggas out here like the fucking nigga from CB4, like, I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm bliggity black. I'm black. Man, fuck that shit. They black. So leave it at that. Like she probably has done, and it's almost not exactly the same as Rachel Dolezal, because we still ain't figured out who fucked Rachel Dolezal. But
no, she's a lesbian now, by the way. But
she is.
That was an alley-oop for 10. We're gonna get to that. But
She didn't let a stud take
she's a
it.
lesbian now.
She didn't let it.
Okay.
But
I'm saying now, so you.
it ain't like she out here pretending on a tip like that. But she's not, brainwashed or dick washed or whatever. Tim will give you more info on that. But she's not out here pretending to that level. So if she feels her blackness is justified, y'all niggas love J. Cole. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are we to question her blackness if she's doing something for black people? And being in that particular field as a profession, as a lifestyle, she knows she's fighting a losing battle that she eventually hopes to win, because I feel like we will win in the end, because you can't hide from the truth. The truth is inevitable. Like, so she's doing the right thing even in the losing time. So we have no place to question her blackness. That's all I got to say on that, because I ain't got nothing about the Democratic debate. So, Shaunteka.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't watch the debate.
Hold on, I'm sorry. This nigga really want to know, can he come through? But I told him that we want to be done in about 30, 40 minutes, so I've been to tell him call in.
Pull up, man.
But I mean, by the time he come, we're going to be on some other topics, so it might be best for him to just call in and give his perspective.
Well, he can call in if you want to, but that's definitely a cool after hours if y'all up for it.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely an off-season episode. We ain't really got no plans.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You gotta go to work in the morning?
Man, what? I do too.
Oh, that's nuts.
So it might be logically best for him to call in. You know, so I just text him too, but the nigga watching, so yeah.
Okay.
What up, Will?
Maybe best,
What up,
but
though?
I'm down to hear your perspective.
You say you watching? No, I didn't watch the debates.
Yeah.
I don't deal in like the debates and stuff like that. I try to stay away from that.
Look at
I
this
try
nigga.
to what?
He like,
You're
yeah, I got
like, yeah.
proponents.
Solidarity.
Yeah, I try to take in like what I know historically from each person that I've heard over the years, and that's how I kind of sort of gauge how I'm going into voting and all of that stuff. Like look at their history, what they've done. As far as Kamala, I don't appreciate them questioning her blackness. I think that's just so smooth. That's some
shit.
yeah, that's some race baiting stuff. And I think
But these niggas that's doing
I know it's niggas that's doing
That's
it.
Black Twitter.
But it also goes back into like how it's easy for the black community to create discord amongst each other between the dark skin and the light skin. So that's all some other bullshit. It's like they weren't really on Barack Obama's tip until he really pressed in and like, yo motherfuckers, I got $10 million off of $5 donations.
You see
you
Jay-Z right here, nigga.
you know.
Yeah.
So that's
Like,
when they got on his. So I think it's like, some crazy foolishness with them questioning her blackness. But as far as Kamala Harris being a strong candidate in this point, she is not my personal top. I think she has a good platform, but I think that her past record, her history as a politician is not my favorite. I don't think her record as a attorney general sits well with my spirit as someone who is going to be responsible for how our youth and the black community is handled. I think that her past handling of our community is not my favorite, so she is definitely not a top contender. But I don't think that her blackness should be questioned. I mean, she got a little clout or whatever like that. I do think her husband might be blacker than she is, but I know
that
he's
nigga's
white.
definitely white.
Yeah, I know he's white, but his contributions may be blacker than hers. You know what
He
I'm
like the
saying?
nigga from Atlanta that was doing
You know,
the poetry
yeah.
in the house.
That's what I'm saying. Like, his
He's still a billionaire
contributions,
too.
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah,
bank
his contributions may be more beneficial to the black community than hers are. So
He definitely like that because he got some of that brown sugar. So
Sugar on my tongue.
yeah, so,
Want some of your brown sugar?
should I just skip you 10 and go to DJ?
They trying to put Hillary in the White House.
no.
DJ, you
From Fresh Prince.
You looking up Kamala Harris
Yeah, Kamala look like Hillary
This nigga.
from Fresh Prince?
from Fresh Prince.
She does.
I thought you
Yo,
were talking about Hillary Clinton.
no, hell no. We got a black Hillary. Shit,
That's so stupid.
a real one.
That's so
You got that's all you got.
Fuck Hillary.
Man.
We had
We're gonna go-
If she can get my vote if she admit that the dark skinned Vivian was the best one.
Okay,
Randy
DJ.
Watson. Drops mic.
So slow. No, man, like so.
Talk because I know you watched it.
Yeah, no,
So,
like
yeah.
that shit is
Oh,
like
yeah. Give us some
that shit is
details
like
about
watching like
WWF.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
WWF.
Like fucking man, I can tell you like how it went down. Like I'm at work, so I can all right. How can I watch this shit on my phone? Fuck. Oh, they got it on YouTube. Big.
Right.
Boom. We in there. So I'm watching, and I'm watching it. I'm watching the first night. And it's like, okay. Fucking, they won't let Delaney speak. Why isn't Delaney talking?
Short ball. Yeah, they won't let him talk.
And then it was like, alright, tonight was great. Blah, blah, blah. The next night.
Oh, we was waiting on that.
Hey, that shit was
Yeah,
like
we was waiting.
motherfucking
Monday Night Raw.
dog. Fucking Undertaker versus Kane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
12 niggas on stage though.
No.
Cage match, nigga.
No,
was
see,
a
this is the
grudge
thing
match.
about the debates. all right, so going into debates, there was already people who were like, all right, so in fighting games, you have tier lists. Well, like, so your S tier, A, whatever. S is highest. You got these are people who are the most recognizable, like they draw a crowd.
Score for you.
Exactly. Like, they draw a crowd. So you got Kamala Harris. Bernie Sanders, old, senile, goofy ass. Hey, yo, but
the drunken master.
But I tell you this, he's one note as fuck, but that nigga really about his shit.
He passionate in the mother.
That nigga really about his shit.
That nigga ain't need no microphone. So
For real.
goddamn loud. But go ahead.
Hearing aids went out.
But Joe Biden. That nigga
Sleepy
trash.
Joe.
That nigga trash.
And Trump called that motherfucker Sleepy Joe.
Fucking, know what's funny? Yang. He got the fangirl. He got the fangirls.
Yeah, I got something.
But that nigga ain't saying shit, but he got the fangirls.
$1,000 a month. That's a goddamn enough. That's what
I'm
niggas
saying.
hanging on. Go ahead.
But like, all of them, it was just a good show. For real. Like, it was just good times.
NBA finals.
What's the name?
Ratings.
What's his face? I got a black son. You know what I'm saying?
The block.
I didn't see that highlight. I was like, what the fuck?
Black son?
Fucking.
He the mayor of New York.
Yeah.
De Blasio.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, nah, he was like, and then Cory Booker was like,
No, Cory Booker. No, you talking about you mixing the Cory Booker looked at the nigga crazy because he started speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
Beto O'Rourke.
Oh, that man.
That was funny. That was Wednesday night. Yeah.
Beto a joke too.
Yeah, he not gonna make it.
Cause like everybody finna start doing that thing where they start pandering to the
Hispanic.
Latins.
Yeah.
And so like, oh man, this finna be a fun time. This finna be a good watch.
Because I've been fucking with the lowriders.
He's so stupid.
I fucking love tacos.
Shut up, man. But no, like, I'll say this election cycle is gonna be so fun to watch.
Like that Will Ferrell movie.
Man,
yeah,
it's gonna be good times. It's gonna be rough for like people. It's gonna be rough for people, but it's gonna be an entertaining like decline.
All right, quickly touch on Kamala. You know, some people.
Yeah. All right. So
Mortal Kombat name.
Man, look.
She like a character from Mortal Kombat.
Dog.
That's
Like, they gonna do that. They gonna question her blackness. Like, first off, she a woman. She gonna get scrutinized extra hard anyway.
True.
And then like any black candidate for anything, they question their blackness. Like, that's just part of the
Are you
policy.
a real nigga enough?
You know what I'm
You
saying?
wanna vote.
Exactly, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, secret handshake, my nigga. Like,
What's the best flavor of chicken?
you know what I'm saying?
Fried.
Nigga,
No.
drumsticks are fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Flats.
Yeah, right.
What's the best lemon? Wait.
But like, her being black enough ain't gonna be a factor in like how she ain't really gonna make it to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be how people feel about her. Like, and exactly like her past.
Right.
Cause that's
Writings on the wall.
for real.
Yeah.
But like, it's a waste of time to question her blackness, but they gonna do it. It's what they do. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, man, it was, I missed a gym for the fucking debates because I wanted to see them. I wanted to ingest all of it. Wednesday night was cool. It was a very formal, civil debate outside of Rourke doing the extra shit, speaking Spanish, and Cory Booker gave that look that's now fucking mean. By the way, Cory Booker, he full of shit. Like a nigga from
100%.
Nigga from Newark. He the representative of Newark. He claimed that he stay in the hood. You know, he got a house in the hood. He stay there, but that nigga know goddamn where. You know, saying that house in Newark. Because if he stayed there, the house would have been stolen. Yeah. If y'all niggas know anything about Newark, New Jersey, they steal everything. They steal everything. They would stole the nigga tie off his goddamn suit. So yeah, I mean it was civil. I'm a huge I like Elizabeth Warren. I like Bernie Sanders. Hell, we went to a couple of Bernie Sanders events in Birmingham, me and DJ before. So, I mean, I didn't, as far as 2016, I felt like he should have got the nominee. That's neither here nor there. But
yeah, they played.
I like him. I like what a lot of the people was talking about, and as far as like a culmination of things, I feel like a lot of them fit to be more so a cabinet member than more so running for president. So I know a lot of them running just to be a cabinet member. I also know a lot of motherfuckers running just to get that book deal and be on Ellen and shit and promote they bullshit after this election cycle is up. Thursday night, that's what everybody was waiting on. Everybody wanted to see Sleepy Joe. They wanted to see Bernie. They wanted to feel the burn. They was waiting on, Kamala to see what they had to do. And they wanted to hear Andrew Yang, too, because he has a huge following. Anytime a motherfucker talking about giving you $1,000 a month, you're going to listen to what they were saying. Andrew Yang, man, he has a background in the tech. He was a CEO for a tech company in Silicon Valley. So he know what the fuck going on. He know they're the new industrialists. They like the niggas in Silicon Valley is parallel to the niggas in the 1920s and 30s when the country went into depression. So he know what could be potentially coming. So they was trying to be pretentious and ask him, how you gonna give everybody $1,000 a month? That's like 3.2 trillion. He was like, well, these tech companies, they making astronomical numbers, dollars. They can we can tax them and everybody can get that money. Then I heard, I don't know how true or accurate it is, they said they cut his mic off. Because you couldn't really hear what he was saying.
He was saying what?
That he's willing to give every American over the age of 18 $1,000 a month. How you feel about that, Tim? Getting $1,000 a month.
Like
just $1,000 a month.
Even if you go to work.
$1,000 a month. Because I want to hear what you got to say real quick before I...
Honestly?
Yeah, how you feel about that?
So how long they been selling that 40 acres and the mule money?
Just answer the question. $1,000 a month. How would
I
you
feel like niggas need to be at least $5,000 a month.
So, I mean,
run 'em.
they said they cut his mic off. Bernie Sanders, though, he was so goddamn loud, he ain't had to talk into the microphone.
So the dude that they cut their mic off, he would never probably be president because he actually know that money, that real money that they sitting on,
right?
They ain't.
The nigga has some real logical, analytical plan,
and it won't hurt the economy.
Absolutely not. I feel like he should be in the cabinet for economics position. And but that may not
shut up. The nigga about to get nip hustle.
Yeah, chill out, man.
I'm dead.
That may or may not happen. Like whether or not he gonna get a cabinet position.
What's his name?
Andrew Yang, Luke Kane.
Yeah. Chill out.
So Bernie Sanders, he is one-dimensional, like you stated.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically run on the same platform he ran on in 2016. He like, shit, y'all know me, fuck with me.
Yeah.
Basically, y'all know what I'm talking about, fuck with me. I ain't gotta say shit. I did this 4 years ago. I'm a hold in a motherfucker. I ain't finna goddamn. Yeah, y'all know what I'm about. So Kamala, she took the spotlight when she told Joe Biden out the frame because of the segregation. Did y'all hear about that? Like when he was working with segregationists in the 1960s. I gotta say this. Like I don't know how we are on time, but he came out and was saying that the point he was trying to make that he could reach across the aisle and work with Republicans, which that's a good point. That's understandable. And he was like, I work with the segregationists. We got stuff done, but he fucked up and he veered off when the nigga said, "Yeah, I work with them, but they never call me boy." Motherfucker, of course they never call you boy. You white.
Exactly.
He went too far when he said that. But Kamala told him out the frame because it was an issue during the Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act, in which after schools got integrated, it became a local issue everywhere about busing, and the white people didn't want to go to school with the black people. So the white people was going to their local congressmen, senators, like, we don't want to go to school with them. Matter of fact, that's how charter schools was
right,
created.
Which is how they got the red line. That's where the red line comes from.
Kamala told him out the frame, like in the state of Delaware in the mid-60s, you voted for white people not to, ride with us. tore his ass out the frame. That's why they was like, this.
And then she was like, I'm the girl from the shit.
Yeah, she was like, the first generation in California that had to go through that shit. So she tore his ass out the frame. He couldn't do a goddamn thing. That nigga he got senile than a motherfucker. He was just like, I'm not racist. He just like, I'm not racist.
Hey, you remember when Home Alone mama smacked that nigga at the hotel and he had that lip, then the white person lip. Yeah. That nigga lip got the goddamn muttering, goddamn.
He didn't say a goddamn thing for the rest of the night. Matter of fact, he stopped talking before his time was up. Remember that? He was like, my time is up, some stuff. Because he knew he was like a nigga that got hit with a hard right cross. He just trying to hug and get on the ropes and try to make it to the end of the round. That's why they was like, that nigga he might can see, and Camel is at the top right now. Also, I got to talk about, as you call him, Booty Judge.
Oh, Booty Judge.
I gotta, you know, the gay mayor of South Bend, Indiana.
Okay,
he running. He been
Booty Judge.
He been trolling high. Before I get to that, I gotta give this sidebar. This has nothing to do with nothing. But you know, when I got off work Thursday, I was watching the shit on my phone in the car on my way to Walmart. Shout out to Walmart. We need a check. So I get out.
Sponsor this shit.
I get into the, you know, I don't never park where the regular people park at Walmart. I park in the pickup where they like the delivery shit when they come out. Fuck that shit. I don't follow rules. So that's why I parked at. So I parked in a car right in front of you, like a Corolla. They right in front of me. I got my lights on. I'm knee deep in the debate. I see two Walmart employees in the Corolla. Woman in the driver's seat and a nigga in the past. I can see they, you know, because my lights on.
Nigga.
They both work at Walmart because they got the, you know, the Scorpion Sub-Zero Walmart. So I see them, but I'm looking at it. I cut my lights off, the high beams off, but the regular lights on because the car on. So I take the cord out. I put my headphones in. I'm knee deep in the debate. I get out of the car and I look up. Then I look up again. And I see the chick going to town on Buddy in the passenger seat. I'm talking about going to town on him, giving him that Bobby Brown job. And I'm like, damn, like that shit was wild, you know. So I look up, the nigga look at me, I look at the nigga. The nigga looking at me, I'm looking at the nigga. And I'm seeing this pornographic style shit going on. And I just do like this. Keep on going. So
gave it a thumbs up. Yeah. Two thumbs up.
Ironically, after I gave him a thumbs up, they stopped because he got out the car and started, you know, feeling uncomfortable. But nigga, you nigga park in the back if you gonna do that. Don't park right there. Anyhow,
y'all nasty doing that shit at work.
I mean, they work at
Get
Walmart.
How you live,
man.
play how it goes.
Nah,
They work at Walmart.
Stay
dog.
savage, my friends.
So anyhow, Pete Buttigieg. As y'all, I don't know if y'all know, a couple of weeks ago, a black man got killed.
We get his name.
No, like legit.
Oh, you don't know who Pete
No, like legit. That's his name. Like
Pete Buttigieg.
Pete Buttigieg.
This nigga, now, the nigga checked all of the boxes. He gay. He was in the Iraq War. He went to Harvard. Like, this nigga, like, he been bred, like, from birth to do for this role. But he fucked up. He the mayor of South Bend. An unarmed black man got killed in South Bend by a white police officer who cut their camera off 2 weeks ago. So, the black part of South Bend is tearing his ass out the frame. They was like, nigga,
No
if you can't, nigga, wow. They was like, nigga, if you can't govern here, your ass can't govern no goddamn way. You not presidential. But what he did, he actually won the goddamn crowd over because he was accountable. Remember we was talking about accountability before we went on camera? He was like, I have failed. You know, they cut their cameras off. I've been pushing for them to have their cameras on all the time. And what I will say, we know about the racial injustice. We know about police shooting down unarmed black man. I have failed. And I'm acknowledging that. It was so mature. They was like, damn. Because you know how he not a regular politician. And like I say, the nigga check all the boxes. Nigga like Thanos for real in the game, for real. I kind of like the nigga, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but he ain't got no policies yet.
Yeah.
He has yet to present policies.
Morals.
And that's the only thing that I can't fuck with him about. But morally, intellectually, eloquently, the nigga, he whooping ass. He whooping ass for real, but that's like his only...
No pun intended.
No homo. He rose up too. So he had the second best performance outside of count.
Yeah.
You know, that night because of that. So it's
standing ovation for that.
I don't really, you know.
I mean, she playing her character.
Yeah, she played her character.
Based on Kamala and her record I didn't really want to fuck with her for real, because being that her boyfriend, husband, life partner, because they not married, is a billionaire banker. So she passed a lot of regulations in California for somebody of that, you know, that genotype. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, damn, like, is this what you're going to do when, you know, you get elected as president? Because I tell anybody, I'm real big on politics, but for the people that like fuck politics, but they kind of like 1 foot in and 1 foot out, like, you kind of, you know, I tell him all the time, just follow the money. Like with Mayor Wolfen, who financed their campaign. Yeah. Whoever financed their campaign, that's who they're going to be indebted to when they get into office. That's who they're going to do the favors for.
Exactly.
I mean, it ain't hard to tell who financed Wolfen, Regents Park, Jefferson. I'm not going to get into that now, but, you know, but, yeah, man, it was WWF style. I wish they had more substance, and I wish more people get more involved in it, but, you know, I'm going to leave it at that. So let's go to the next topic. Now, fuck it, since we talking about Birmingham, it was an article not by Carol Robinson that came out of AL.com. So this nigga, whoever wrote it, they had time to actually meticulously write the article, analytically write the article, and they was talking about Legion Field. It was also talking about like the, I forgot the name of it, but the new stadium that's about to be erected, the $90 million that came out of Birmingham, the citizens of Birmingham budget to create a stadium. And he posed the question, what would happen to Legion Field, like after that stadium has been created? Like, what should happen to Legion Field? And he broke down different things that could happen. One of the guys that I do like on the city council, William Parker, he's working to bring opportunities to Birmingham. He the one that brought the AAF, like the secondary like football league, to Birmingham. Yeah. He tried to bring the Raiders to Birmingham. He's always working to bring sporting events to Birmingham for revenue purposes. So he talked about what he wanted to do, but he was like, you know, he posed a question to the citizens: what should happen to Legion Field? You know, white people don't want to have nothing to do with it because of the community that it's in now, and they want to go, you know, gentrify North Birmingham and put that stadium there, but it's not even a high quality stadium. You know, it's only gonna hold 45,000 fucking seats. That's A&M and all the alumni for the last 50 years, honestly.
Not to mention the World Games is in 2021.
All of that bullshit.
Right.
So they ain't even put a dome. Every modern stadium that's being created in America has a fucking dome, at least a reversible dome. So he posed the question, what should happen with Legion Field? We know the Classic is going to be played there till otherwise, you know, but what should happen? So, like, simple, let's, you know, quickly talk about that. What y'all think about the whole situation of Legion Field? Should it be tore down? Should it still be used? By the way, they wanted to, you know, William Parker wanted to turn Legion Field into an event for kids, like for the youth, like different youth programs, maybe the MLB, NFL, soccer. They have different youth programs that come in town and they train kids. It's a big revenue gainer because you have kids coming from all across Jefferson County as well as Alabama to come to Birmingham, stay in hotels, and, you know, train and be in these different youth events. That's what he want to do at Legion Field, outside of the cash cow Magic City Classic. That's what he want to do. So what do y'all think about Legion Field? Should it just be scrapped? Should they tear it down? Matter of fact, what do y'all think about the new stadium? Do y'all think it's fuckery? Like, let's quickly talk about that, you know, before we, you know, get ready to wrap it up.
All right, well, what I will say first and foremost, Larry Langford was right. Secondly, if they was going to build a dome stadium, it should have been on it should have been on the west side of Birmingham. They should have tore down.
But you know why I went.
Can I catch that alley you threw earlier?
Go ahead.
Larry Langford?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rest in peace, Larry.
True that. I feel like Larry Langford should have been able to go through with those plans. And if a dome stadium was to be created, it should have been done on the west side of Birmingham, because the whole idea with the dome stadium is that it does not necessarily, like, you don't generate money off of having a dome stadium. You generate money by the things that come into your city that is put into the actual stadium itself. But it should have been a dome. Whatever they planning now with this whole like weird pavilion thing or whatever canopy shit that they're building, is pointless to me. But they should have built a dome stadium. If you're gonna spend the money for it, go big and make Birmingham one of those. Give it that main attraction, and it should have been on the west side of town because that, like, no disrespect to the north side. I love the north side. I love everything they stand for. Shout out to all the homies on the north that represent the north. But if we talking about, I feel like 70% of the crime in this city comes from the west side of Birmingham. If you want to stop crime, it's the same thing Larry Langford was saying in 1979. You want to stop crime, you eliminate jobs in this city. I mean, you provide jobs in this city to help eliminate crime. You want to help eliminate crime, and if 70% of the crime in the city is coming from the west side of Birmingham, that's where you put the stadium. So Legion Field should have been replaced with a dome stadium to provide jobs, opportunity, and income to help decrease the crime in this city. Because crime happens everywhere, don't get me wrong. But in this city, and as somebody that grew up on the west side, majority of the crime, I feel like in this city, comes from the west side of Birmingham. So you want to stop crime, put jobs in this city, and you build the dome stadium in place of Legion Field. Larry Langford probably would have got that done. But if we moving on to the topic itself at hand, I like the idea of bringing, the NFL programs, the soccer teams. I like everything that the current representative that you mentioned is doing and how he's putting ideas out there. But that also goes against the notion of what is inside the dome brings additional commerce to the city. Like I said, the dome stadium itself does not make money. You make money off of what it attracts into the city. So if there's no professional team in there, kind of hinders the point of that. But at the same time, you can have events in there. You get money in the city by tourism, by shopping, by increased spending, by travel, by hotels, everything that surrounds the point of having a dome. If you really want to help people in the city, the dome should have been on the west side of the city.
Oh yeah, to rebuttal what you're saying, William Park is just basically trying to work with what he has.
Yeah, he is, and I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect that.
He's just trying to work with what he has.
They dealt the cards and he's playing them. I totally get that. I forgot the second half of that question.
What do you think about the new stadium?
New stadium? Bullshit, waste of money. If you're gonna build something, build it right, man. We don't have the time nor the resources to keep building shit and tearing it down. Now, mind you, and I hope y'all don't feel no type of way about this, because we just had that talk, what was it, episode 9, the 420 podcast, about how UAB has money to throw away. I just witnessed that shit. I got a piece of that money. But at the same time, like, as a city, we don't have the time nor resources to be building shit to throw away. And this stadium will not do that for us. First off, we're not in a situation to where we can have a stadium of any kind that is not fucking weatherproof. That's first and foremost being in Alabama. Like, with the tornadoes, the wishy-washy weather, we can't have anything that plays with the balance of what this stadium is supposed to bring into the city. So if it's rain or whatever and shit gotta get canceled and whatever, we can't afford to have those resources be neglected or left. So if you're just gonna spend money on something that is going to last 3 or 4 lifetimes so that we can actually profit off it to build something better in the future. But this is not the move. Like, this was just like a cheap shot and like an undercut of what Langford was trying to do.
Also, one will argue that it's like, fuck y'all niggas. We're gonna do what the fuck we want to do.
I mean,
we're gonna take y'all money from the city budget and do it. And whatever profits come from the stadium, it's not gonna go to y'all. So fuck y'all niggas. And I mean, that's what it counts. One could argue that.
One could argue that, and I ain't gonna argue with him. But my thing is, at this point, even with shit like the stadium being put at hand, the whole idea, the only way that, like I say, it helps the city on a governmental level by bringing in outside resources and shit to travel in, which Birmingham has been setting themselves up with that, with the Hot Wheels Super Speedway, all the freeway shit they've been doing to try to help traffic flow into the city. But I mean, everybody in the city riding them fucking loop-de-loops. But I'm just saying, every time I get on one of them shits, I feel like I'm the only nigga on that shit, and it might not be finished. That's how I feel about the
goddamn Rampage from Vision.
I can't wait till they get
I caught a cramp on the Rampage.
But they've been working on that shit since we was in kindergarten. And they just not making progress on that. That shit might not be finished until our fucking kids and grandkids are old. That's how much faith I have in.
It's gonna be finished before the Olympics, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be finished for work.
Hell no.
So.
Oh no,
65 will be finished, and maybe the piece of I-20 that leaves that will be finished.
They gonna pull an audible and they gonna make it work.
Nah,
Trust me, it's gonna be half-assed.
That's the point.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
So if it's half-assed, it's not finished.
Oh no,
It's just enough to get people into the city.
What you got to say
Go
about
ahead.
this?
Go ahead.
Because nigga, you forgot about the time frame.
So what's the question again? This dome.
About Legion Field. Like, do you
Legion
think
Field.
Legion Field should still be utilized? Hell, I didn't forget the question.
Yes.
Should still be utilized properly, and what do you think about the new stadium? Is it like
Let's start
irrelevant?
Let's start with the new stadium. So I live on the north side. My mom lives 3 blocks from the Civic Center. I grew up in that neighborhood. We got 2 home houses there. So when I first moved back from Atlanta in 2010, I gave my mom like the heads up. I was like, yo, like, so this is what's about to happen. I was like, your boy is about to be out of office. I was like, they finna bring somebody in that they can house. Because all of a sudden we started seeing like progress. Slowly.
Clean up West Side.
Slowly, a couple of randoms on the same block as my mom now. The folks been living on that block for the past 50 years. Randoms. So I'm like, okay, we got randoms on the block and stuff like that. So I started paying attention. I was like, hey, you start going to the city council meeting to see what's going on. Next thing you know, you got people across the street moving out. I was like, okay, what's going on? They start coming through the neighborhood association meeting. Hey, we got plans for a school that was never to be torn down. The first thing we find out at the first city council meeting in 2018 for Druid Hill, the first neighborhood association meeting, we get people from the city saying, hey, MacArthur's school building has been sold. But Caraway put a clause in the selling of Caraway's building that MacArthur was never to be sold. It was to be owned by the city.
You gotta honor them contracts.
Exactly. So all of a sudden, MacArthur sold. If MacArthur has been sold, that means you've also sold Caraway. But we didn't find that out until November of 2018.
They didn't tell nobody.
They didn't tell nobody.
Wow.
They just sent out random flyers saying, hey, come and see what new construction is going to be going into the Caraway building. So I think it's like flawed. First you tell us that it's only going to take up 2 blocks, which now you're saying that you're going to push it all the way up to 12th Avenue. Oh, well, now you're coming into the neighborhood at this point. So I think this new stadium is bullshit. It's some old random play on folks over at UAB trying to take over the city of Birmingham.
And the county.
Yeah, that's my take on the new stadium. I also think that this is how I know that our mayor, I'm not a fan of our current mayor. So let me just get that on the record. I'm not a fan of his ass.
We want all the smoke.
Right. You know, I'm not a fan of his. And I think that anybody that is a person of color, let me just put it in perspective, a person of color that was born and raised in Birmingham understands the importance of Legion Field to people of color, to our communities, and how we were not allowed to play in any other place in Birmingham until maybe like late 80s, mid 80s, when they started letting us go to Lawson Field. So this guy is not for the people of color in Birmingham. So I think that you should have put that money in Legion Field. Put that money in Legion Field instead of trying to create some new shit. Rebuild what you got. Legion Field been standing for years, since hundreds.
We deserve that.
Right. Yeah, like put your money where your mouth is. Put it over there. You got the space for parking. You got the space to build. You got the space to renovate. You ain't even got to tear Legion Field down.
See, the perspective and the undertone is that certain people don't like being in that area. They don't feel comfortable in that area.
So what's also interesting is that you don't feel comfortable in one of the most affluent black communities in the city of Birmingham. It's like one of the first communities that split Center Street. Like, it's like motherfuckers forgot that Center Street was split. Like the fucking hill was split.
Center Street, yep.
Whites on one side and blacks on the other side. It's like people, Birmingham fucking Ham. That's where the goddamn name come from. So it's like you're not really paying attention to the history. Like that community, like when the blacks took over, they fucking took over. Like you're not finna run us out of our fucking neighborhood.
That's why them niggas was throwing bombs.
So we finna run you out of here. This ours. So they strategically started purchasing up the fucking neighborhood. Like, okay, I'm gonna buy this house for my sister. My sister and her kids and their husband, they gonna go in that house. That's how they got the white folks out of that goddamn neighborhood. So it's really interesting to me. Like, it's really interesting how you don't really want to invest in your own, but you say that you're a person of the community, for the community. Like, invest in your own, reinvest that money into the actual community instead of, it's like the historic bullshit that has been going on in Birmingham since I was a kid. Oh, let's just tear this shit down. It holds too much history of how Birmingham was segregated. So let's tear this down. Let's tear down the old construction, the old marble motherfucking bus station downtown. It holds too much history, and let's put some fabricated motherfucking fiberglass shit up there and call it Central Station. It's like it's a redundancy, and it's like almost like like it's like people that like are for the current mayor. It's like they're like, oh, he's doing shit. Like you motherfuckers didn't forgot where y'all come from. It's like it's like start thinking about the historic value that we have in the city. Legion Field is that.
Exactly.
Legion Field is that. And mind you, back in the early 90s, I'm finna tell my age, but back in the early 90s, the reason they stopped high school football games from being at motherfucking Legion Field was because Alabama said they was finna pull their fucking contract. We don't want high school students playing in the same stadium. That's why they fucking built the shit in Tuscaloosa. Stopped high schools from playing.
They've been sucking Alabama dick for so long, man.
Stopped high schools from playing. We had to motherfucking go to Lawson. Only one motherfucking at Fair Park or Lawson.
Yeah.
And the
West
only
End
people
used to play at Legion Field.
every now and again though. It wasn't like every fucking Friday like it was when my brother was in high school in the 80s. Yeah. Every fucking Friday, every Friday and Saturday we were at Legion Field. By the time I got to high school in the 90s, fuck y'all. Y'all not playing at Legion Field. It was 2 games at Legion Field. J.O. and motherfucking Parker and Carver and West End. Those were the only 2 goddamn games at Legion Field.
Wow.
Only 2 games.
And the state championship.
In the state championship. We got to have the people over here because this is the largest place and we're gonna get the most money. But fuck y'all any other time.
Straight up.
And that's what's going on. Like we're not gonna put any more money into y'all community. We want y'all to help yourselves, and I appreciate that. pulling ourselves up out of bootstraps. But when you're
Ain't got
taking
no
my
boots and
motherfucking money,
bootstraps.
exactly. But when you're taking my
$90
money,
million.
exactly, and
Birmingham
putting it into
money.
some fiberglass shit that's gonna fit within a 4-block radius, like motherfucker, how you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that without tearing down the fucking Westin? How you gonna do that without tearing down all of that new shit you just built?
We're gonna push back into the
It's like,
Gentrified.
right,
Yeah.
right.
It's the same thing happening in Inslee though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They trying to turn
Like, I live
into
in
Brooklyn.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that's. Now,
Them boy fucking
they got
green.
they got
all over again.
they got a fucking bike.
All over again.
They got a fucking bike lane. in
We are the
motherfucker.
Birmingham boat.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah,
wait
that
a
shit.
minute, they got a bike.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm from Ansley. Yeah.
No, so on Inslee Avenue,
Zippies are in Inslee.
on 5 Points West
Oh, them
Ave,
bikes?
there's a median now.
No.
And there are handrails on the sidewalk.
Look, they got a Starbucks in goddamn Ansley.
Oh, I saw
I
that.
know.
I mean,
saw that.
they ain't gonna lie, I
I saw
think
that.
Yeah, it's a Starbucks in
Yeah,
Five
it's
Cheese
nice.
danger.
That's a nice
Mm.
Starbucks too. I've been in there.
That's the whole point.
Fuck that
Yeah,
Starbucks.
That's how they get it. That's how
But
they
that's how they
get
get it.
I
Yeah.
told
Yeah,
y'all
that's how
niggas
they
been cutting up on Snapchat. They go buy a fresh pair of J's and they go get them a mocha latte. On money, be involved and put a pain in their whole fat
Telling you.
on my.
When you see one Starbucks, it's a warning.
Oh yeah,
When you see two, it's over with.
When
Oh,
you
yeah.
see a chick,
Man, let me
when you
interject
see
here.
a Chick-fil-A move in at 5 Point.
oh that's
done.
Shit.
That's
They ain't gonna be no
done
more
for,
goddamn
right?
crime.
Right.
Shit, they gonna bring back the hoses and dogs if the Chick-fil-A coming to goddamn 5 Points. But no, for real though, let me interject. Because I've been thinking about this, but I ain't know how to present it, but I want to talk about it now.
Hold on, we
Fuck
still
this
got the DJ at 10. But
Man, this shit hot on my mind.
Oh, hey, look,
I ain't got nothing but to say. I
Yeah.
feel what you talking about with Legion Field. Straight up, I got
yeah,
memories.
nah, like I'm gonna be brief with it. Like
As kids,
I work on Fifth, right?
Yeah.
So like I watch the construction every day, and so
Of the
like
Death Star.
you know what I mean? Like I'm just watching it. I'm like, every day I go,
fucking Hot Wheels looped in
2021,
top
huh?
off.
All right. Cause like I said, man, they gonna pull an audible. It's gonna be half-assed, and that stadium's not gonna be what they say it's gonna be.
Of course it's not.
The highway's not gonna be what they say it's gonna be.
That football field with the gazebo.
Because they gonna slap some shit together. It's gonna be almost like Rio Olympics.
It's gonna be very torturous as a tort. Then the key word, like the piggyback off what you saying, they're gonna rush to do the shit and it's gonna be incomplete. In contract law, the majority of contract law cases in America is construction cases for them doing fucking rush jobs and people suing the fuck out of construction companies for negligently producing roads and buildings. So that shit is definitely gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Then the fuck job that they doing with the freeway shit, I'm discussing by it every 2 weeks because I go to Atlanta every 2 weeks.
They building the
And-
loop to loop.
And it's ridiculous. Then it had like when you put stuff together, you gotta strategically plan ahead. They didn't even you supposed to anticipate stuff, right? Strategically. They didn't even
shit.
strategically think about the hazmat shit that happened a couple of days ago. Niggas in traffic in Birmingham like it's goddamn Times Square. They just in traffic for hours at a fucking time for this boo boo that they making with the goddamn freeway. That's neither here nor there. We know motherfuckers incompetent. We ain't gotta talk about that. What I wanted to bring attention to is the Freedom Fest. I'm sure you all heard about that fucking.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is an editorial on my part. This is solely my opinion. That is like a crock of shit. Cause first off, they charge motherfuckers $33 to go to it. The proceeds are gonna go to
Funny, $33.
Civil Rights Foundation and conflict resolution. I mean, the motherfucker just sidestepped the real present day issues in Birmingham dealing with the high crime rate that we have. It's like the motherfucker, and I like to read comments on AL.com.
It's like
People
giving
like,
a
well,
pizza
what
party
about
for you? Please.
right for reading goddamn FUD dog? Yeah, it's like giving a pizza party for that. But yeah, I read the comments and like, people be racist on AL.com, but the racist motherfuckers had points. What about motherfuckers killing each other? Y'all don't want to address this with this so-called Freedom Fest? It's bullshit. The mayor doing this shit like to give back to the people, but it's all in the veil of fuckery. And I disagree with it. Like, I'm a huge politics person. Like I said before, when motherfuckers not doing right in politics, vote their ass the fuck out. it's no way this motherfucker should have a second term, dog. It's no way. Like, I'm sure y'all heard about the Freedom Fest shit. I don't know if y'all know the details about where all the proceeds was going to go. But what do you all think about that? After I told y'all about where the proceeds going to the Civil Rights Museum and a Civil Rights Fund that just came out of somebody's ass, like just randomly, they just pulled that out of somebody's ass. Like, I don't know where it came from. What do y'all niggas think about that? Because when I seen that, I definitely got teed up. And, you know, I'm always trying to get the fuck out of Birmingham, like a escape from Aketnuahs. So, like, that shit tripped me the fuck out. But what y'all think about that? Like, I don't know if you was gonna perform at Freedom Fest, any of y'all, but that shit a trip, dog. Then they got 8-Ball MJG.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm definitely not booked for Freedom Fest. But I don't want to be too disrespectful to it this year because my homie, my dog, my ace, Sapase Napule, shout out to Love More, she definitely got booked for it. So it's no disrespect towards her, anything she's doing or the opportunities that she's getting it out. I just want to make that clear.
Right.
In my opinion, Freedom Fest is some bullshit. Because we just had this discussion of him moving these fucking dangerous plants and industrial
on the west side of Birmingham.
To the west side of Birmingham.
Bruh, in my yard.
You know what I'm saying? Like in the same area.
Trying to tell y'all niggas for Ninja Turtles.
No.
Go ahead. Yeah.
But appeasing, like it's such a same reason she said. Well, now I don't know if it's the same reason, but how she mentioned she's not a fan of Woodford. I have not been a fan of him because of my personal situations. One, when he was running in his campaign and he was like, I want to fix the potholes and everything in Powderly. And niggas called my phone like, you want to do something in Powderly? Holla at him. And I don't have no say so in politics like that. I just don't fuck with it. But my same thing, my notion was, you want to do something in my hood and people telling you to fuck with me? With me then. But at the same time, I know I'm a hip hop artist. I know his stance against hip hop in the city because of what rightfully happened to his nephew with another hip hop artist. I won't bring that up because those some graphic details. That's a whole other story for another time, which I feel and I respect.
Yeah,
you know, I respect his position on that. But that, I know I've had personal reach outs for him where I work diligently with kids from Winona, like, yo, you want to be impressionable upon these kids? I got an opportunity here. Like, I've contacted the mayor office. I got emails like, yo, you want, like, come up. You ain't even got to come to the west side. Come to Hoover. I'm going to bring kids from the west side to Hoover where I work at so you can meet and talk with them and give them some sense of encouragement. They couldn't make it work. 2 times they couldn't make it work. And at that point, it's like, all right, I ain't going to keep reaching out. Because even though I'm not involved with politics, I'm about action. So if you ain't showing me no action in it, I get it. So I'm not gonna bother you no more. But at the same time, it's like when you do something over here, it's to entertain us. It's like fucking Bill Clinton playing the saxophone. That shit's cool, but it don't do no shit for us for real.
Right.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And as somebody who doesn't have the resources of government, economics, politicians, I'm trying to make shit work on my own. And I know I'm not the only one doing it. There's plenty of people out here trying to, you know, and I hate the word activist because I don't feel like I'm an activist. I'm just about getting shit done. And I feel like there's plenty of people out here that are real deal activists that's trying to get shit done that can speak to you on a political level that you can talk to get some shit done or to have a real idea of what needs to happen or why this is a bad idea. Freedom Fest itself is not a bad idea, but the fact that that's being done as a separate fact to what you're doing to this community is what bothers me.
Goddamn point.
So it's like, nah, you're not gonna pull that shuck and jive, tilt your hat, click your heels shit on me. Like, I'm not.
Bring him 8-Ball
with that.
MJG.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, you was at the Crit concert, you was at the Jig concert, bring somebody respectable that has a real message for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do something on the entertainment purposes, don't lowball us on some bullshit. Like,
fuck it.
Yeah, you trying to win over them old ass niggas that just knew William Bell's name. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, and no disrespect to that generation of people, but at the same time, you're trying to entertain people who are asking for a day that is long and gone when it comes to what's the original festival? City Stages. Mm-hmm. You trying to bring back nostalgic memories for them, which I understand, but at the same time, that's not the time that we live in anymore. Mm-hmm. And even when that shit was happening, it was happening in a way that actually did help people and the city. From what I understand of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're not doing none of that for us. You're just trying to say, hey, I did something. And it's like, nah, fuck out my face with that.
It should be free if any goddamn thing.
For real. Whatever. Exactly.
Whatever.
Like, the Roots, when fucking Schaefer, a fucking company that sells glasses can bring the Roots to Railroad Park for free, and you have all the city resources, and you choose to give us 8 Ball and MJG, that's a spit in the face to me as a creative, as a native, as a person.
No disrespect to 8 Ball and MJG.
Like, no disrespect to them, because they definitely are their own legends in their own way. But for somebody to reach a company that sell eyeglasses, they can reach to that sort to brand themselves and to present something to the city of real value, real essence, real substance. Don't slap me in the face with some bullshit about pimps, hoes, and vogues. Like, it's blaxploitation shit all over. Like,
wow.
I'ma let it go though. Like,
are you familiar with the Freedom Festival?
I'm reading up on it now. Like, wait a minute. I'm reading up on it now. So the proceeds are gonna go to this Birmingham Civil Rights National Monument.
Before you do that, let me say this too. Because he very well had the opportunity and the chance to correct that Angela Davis shit, and he didn't do so. And this is like underhand ass thank you for that shit too. But you got it. Go ahead.
Man.
I'm sorry. All the smoke.
Oh, I just got hit. We want all the smoke. I'm sorry.
The Angela Davis shit, because he tap danced around that shit like he was motherfucking in rehearsal. Like,
I'm saying, Bojangles ass nigga.
Like, he wanted to be Savion Glover for a couple of days. I was like, fuck your goddamn emails, fuck your editorials. Won't you just
playlist,
like
Riley on the Boondocks. Fuck
like,
your Prince, fuck the guy, fuck that Mustang, fuck
that Cadillac you came in.
My president black and my Lambo blue, nigga. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So the proceeds are gonna go to the Birmingham Civil Rights National Monument. So is this the monument where they're taking this the monument, our plaque, Jefferson County plaque? Jefferson County and Shelby County's plaque from Montgomery's Monument Memorial?
I'm not sure. But whatever the case, is not needed. In my opinion, what's needed is to address the issues that's going on present
in the city.
day.
Exactly.
Like you should charge people. You should open it up for the communities and have people from all across the nation to talk to these kids, talk to the youth about gun violence. You know,
that's too much like that.
But yeah, go ahead.
But he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that. The current administration that we have in the city does not have that ability to just sit down and talk. They
fight. They throwing bows.
They're doing like
you are a little man.
That's funny as hell.
Man,
yes.
I really don't like that.
Yeah.
Who that?
Sandra Brown.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, week. So, I don't think the city should be charged. I don't think we should be charged for anything. If you're going to bring something here, I think you bring it here for the benefit of the community. Then there should be no price tag attached to it. To piggyback on what Eugene was saying, like we had the Roots. I mean, and those were relationships, and I don't think that like the current city administration functions in relationship differently to how the former administration did. Like the former administration used their relationships to bring in people who they knew, like companies, Schaefer Eye Care, other people who had like sponsorships. You use your relationships like, hey, we're going to let you be the moniker on this. This is what we're going to do for you. Exactly. This is what we're going to do for you in the city. However, our current administration is like, okay, fuck you. We're going to use your tax money to bring some motherfuckers here.
$90 million.
We're going to use your tax money to bring someone here. And on top of that, we're going to entertain you. I'm going to also entertain you. And I'm also going to charge your fucking ass to bring this entertainment here. So that's kind of sort of where I think he's missing and the understanding of building wealth through relationships, because it is your relationships that kind of sort of keeps you into the longevity. You had motherfuckers like Larry Langford and motherfucking William Bell that was motherfucking career politicians for 25 plus years, and it just wasn't that they were politicians. Them motherfuckers had relationships. They understood the benefit of what a relationship is. And we don't have that in our current administration. I think it's some crap. Now, kudos to whomever I know that gets booked for this shit. You better get your paper.
They better cut love
You
a check.
better get your paper.
Yep.
Because I don't want them to be selling no exposure shit.
Right, exactly.
Man,
Yeah.
that'd be real.
Cut her a fucking check.
For real,
Yeah.
for real.
Get your
And that's the
paper
case.
up, 'cause if they
Heads got to
charging us-
roll. Heads got a goddamn roll if they not paying.
Right.
Man, what?
I need to call
Oh, that shit gonna be like some fire
They cut you in,
Yeah.
right?
Hey,
So I
don't think motherfuckers gonna go for it.
that's what I'm saying. That shit might be like some fire fest shit.
I mean, I ain't gonna be too descriptive. I just want to say, I just booked my biggest payday to date, and I didn't have to rap a word on some hip hop shit.
Yeah.
Loudmore better be getting a check
For real, for real.
Yeah.
She, what?
I like what you. I like
Go
what you
ahead.
said about the relationships, because I remember the Watch the Throne to a worldwide tour.
Yeah.
William Bell let Jay-Z and Kanye West rehearse here,
And he was
And
gonna do the show. Go ahead, you got it.
and they was gonna do a show for free for the city, but he was like, it's too much. It was too short notice. They couldn't get it together. But Jay-Z promised him that he would come back because of the good deed that they did. And Jay-Z came back. And that was one of the biggest fucking nights in Birmingham. Revenue-wise, social-wise, everything. I seen niggas walking on the south side of the concert
I saw
in
niggas
peace.
come from Huntsville that I worked with.
Yeah. We was all up in that motherfucker that night. And I don't think it was no gun violence that night.
Nah.
It was inspiration. It was people needed to see that. Although we paid to be up in that motherfucker, it was a good night for Birmingham.
But the tickets, I mean, in comparison,
it was decent,
exactly.
very decent.
In comparison to his previous shows before that and his shows after that, those tickets for that night,
He was showing love. He showed love to Birmingham. And William Bell did that.
Yeah.
William Bell did a lot of foul shit, but he did
To the
that.
motherfucking top.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
the point. That's the
Like
point I wanted to make. Yeah. That's the point I wanted to make.
Like you
do
said,
not
with the
relieve him of
relationships.
any wrongdoing that he's done. He done some shaky ass shit. But they're all politicians that have done that. The difference is that how you leverage your relationship. How you leverage. But yeah, Jay-Z and them have been fucking rehearsing here for like months and nobody knew it.
Niggas was down there trying to get autographs.
It's like
Kanye West walking around downtown
On the
undisturbed
south
and
side,
shit.
I'm like
Niggas
that's
ain't
how
even
you
believe it.
leverage
Man,
your
Kanye West
fucking-
them down
That's how
here.
you leverage
Niggas ain't even
relationships.
believe it.
Yeah, they
Remember
was here
that?
for months.
Yeah.
Oh,
real.
yeah.
Beyonce,
Chilling down
all
here
them.
with nobody
Jay-Z,
fucking with
Beyonce,
them.
all that. Nobody ain't know they
Just
was
in the
here.
city, chilling.
That's some Birmingham shit. Nobody don't know. Jesus of Nazareth, just downtown walking around. Nobody don't know. Don't give a fuck.
Hey, get your big head ass out the way, man. This a nigga downtown around here, goddamn looking like Kanye. Nigga, move, beat it. Big Easter egg head ass.
But it was that nigga. He was all at the subway down there by BJC.
I'd have rocked the shit out of his ass. You don't get your fake ass out.
Man, we used to,
Sure.
what's it called? We used to
Well,
eat
yeah.
at that
Oh, wait,
Subway.
nigga, this is
For
you.
real, what y'all got to
Think
say
about
about
it.
that?
Watch
Man.
the Throne tour.
That shit was
Kanye was the
huge.
shit.
It's one of the highest
Niggas
grossing
in
fucking
Paris.
tours
Niggas-
ever.
Yeah, rap
Kanye was
tours.
hot then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, like,
Yeah.
He getting flipped out.
He was
fucking,
walking with no security.
No, cause nobody ain't know for
No
real.
paparazzi,
Motherfuckers like, man, I
no
seen that nigga at
TMZ.
Subway. They thought the nigga was on some dope or something. You ain't see no goddamn. You ain't never met no Frank Sinatra. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was for real.
Man.
But yeah,
But it's a joke. Like just straight up, it's a joke. Fucking
The comedian.
why?
yeah,
Like why?
you know why?
Yeah.
You
No,
know
like,
why.
but then politician, gonna play the game, blah blah blah. I don't like politicians,
Yeah,
and I'm
you
not
don't.
surprised by anything that they do.
Yeah,
That nigga tripping. Like just straight up, like that nigga tripping, and like he ain't gonna make it.
no, he not.
He-
I don't
he
understand if he get a second term.
Like
I know I wouldn't be surprised if Trump got one, but he got one. I would be fucking surprised if he
Yeah.
got a second term.
oh yeah, 100%.
For real, I would be surprised.
Cause
Yeah.
He'll get a second term. He gonna get it.
Well, that means I blame the people of Birmingham if he get a second term.
You can blame him, but he gonna get it.
Wow.
Because his whole, and this is, I'm gonna let you make your point, and I want you to go into detail too. But his claim to being mayor right now is that he campaigned with the younger vote. Because we're in the age.
He used the Obama playbook.
Yeah, he's definitely used the Obama playbook. He's
Change.
very Obama-esque. Like
Yeah.
in not in policy, but in
He just followed that blueprint.
he followed the blueprint. But if you ask me what the president's job is, the president's job is only to speak. And he does that very well. No, not even to speak. I mean, because he ain't doing no research. He ain't doing no fact checking. He just relies on cabinet members and people he trusts, and they hire them, and he relays the information to the people. That's what the president's job is to speak. He speaks very well. And he speaks to the current generation of young adults in the city. And I personally feel like he campaigned with the arts. There has not been a mayor that I know of that has held fundraisers, has held, crowdsourcing and funding through the arts in this city. And when you look at a lot of the power players in arts in this city, whether it was Gina, who's a big DJ in Atlanta.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Whether it's Gianni, who's a well-known model, photographer, and DJ. All the arts that he campaigned with, these are power players in our artist community that was able to bring out a young crowd, rally his vote, and do everything. And he was even down with hip-hop culture, which leads way to the Spotify playlist shit and all of that he's doing now. But the only reason he didn't go as hard with the hip-hop crowd was because his nephew was murdered by a local hip-hop artist.
Yeah.
But even in that sense, he still used the arts, he used the talents, he used the voices of the young generation to bring in a wider vote. And he also rode that Larry Langford camp, that culture. He did some brown nosing that didn't benefit Larry Langford at all. Like, if Larry Langford was running, I'd be working for him and not running. Like, that was some brown nose bullshit statements, because you're not sticking true to what his vision is, which is what a lot of informed older young adults, like 30s to 40, we have that idea of understanding what Larry Langford was trying to do and what they threw him under the bus for and why he couldn't get it done, and knowing the background, the real background of like why they put him in jail and shit like that. You're not sticking true to those. In reality, you probably, as a person, you probably
Had them locked up.
not even had him locked up, but as a, like, on a human being level, you're probably 80% of what Larry Langford stood against. But the idea that you appeased and presented this idea to people when we longed and missed with that. Keep in mind, William Bell, he didn't stand a chance against Larry Langford. He got the position by default.
Yep.
And ran with
He
it.
was second in
And he was second in command. Like, so he didn't stand. Nobody stood a chance against Larry Langford.
True.
And you roll this idea of bringing back Larry Langford's dream, and you're not holding true to it in full fashion, which is very disrespectful and disappointing. But
I mean, you can end
I
on
digress.
that.
You got it.
Hey, you can end on that, man. We've been running for a while. I got some I want to talk about, since she brought up Kanye West.
We still have about 10 minutes.
That whole, I don't know if y'all seen that Shaka Khan
Yeah.
hiding a goddamn kite on some type of interview she did a couple of days ago, drunk and high. I know she was on that booger sugar, and she was saying that, you know, they asked about Kanye West Through the Wire, and she said the song was stupid. When she done got paid for the song and the sample, agreed on it, performed with the nigga on the BET Awards, because I remember shit, because I was a huge Kanye West fan at that time. So why the fuck you on here throwing the nigga up under the bus now? Like, I didn't understand. I don't know if y'all seen that or y'all had a perspective on that, but that was tripped out. I think she was just high. They kind of, you know, got caught off guard, and she was just kind of on a tirade anyway.
Hip hop is my area of expertise. So, I'm gonna say this. First off, the song itself was definitely not stupid. It's very monumental and foundational in the idea of what Kanye West is and what he represents to people, and his passion to even rap with a broken jaw wired shut. She just feel like it was stupid because her original song Through the Fire, and he was saying Through the Wire. We understand the play on words.
But she got a check, and she performed the nigga multiple times after the fact.
It's just diva shit. It's just feeling like you're on top of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, on that coke.
Yeah. I mean, on some Jewish shit, like the answer and the question, but it's just diva shit, and she just, it's just divas being divas in their own way. Yeah, I don't take away from them, and she only feels like that now because of how we publicly as black people, I don't care how nobody take it, look at Kanye West present day.
That makes sense too.
So you wouldn't say this shit during college dropout time, during late registration, during graduation, doing 808s and headaches. You wouldn't even do 808s and heartbreaks, and you wouldn't say this shit even up until Dark Twisted Fantasy.
My beautiful Dark Twisted
Fantasy. That greatest rap album of all time. But you wouldn't say that shit during those periods because you understand what he meant to music as a whole. Exactly. You're only saying this now because of how black people look at him because of his antics. Yeah. And that's the only reason she said that. And I'm gonna leave that there.
You got something on it?
Oh, no. Yeah, I think she was being a diva. Yeah. Because who gets a check and says stuff like that though?
A cokehead. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Check, I got a check.
Thugger.
Money?
Man.
You got some on that?
I mean, like, it's Through the Wire, dog. Like, I listened to that song like 30 times in a row when it first dropped.
Nigga, I cried when I seen that video. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit. That shit was touching. Like when they first showed it on MTV, I'm like, damn, this nigga. Damn, you know what
the
I'm saying?
respects that was paid to her at that time. It's a thank you message to Shaka Khan at the end of the video when he kissed his hand and touched the message that says thank you Shaka Khan for clearing the sample.
She talked about that in the interview. Like, basically, she did some Rick James shit in the interview. She was like, he called me and was like, I used to listen to this song when I was in the hospital, going through surgery, and I used to listen to that song over and over again. That's how he came with the idea.
But if you even take the idea of her original song Through the Fire, meaning going through something, as a rapper, that is going through the fire when you are unable to use your voice and your mouth. True. And my people close to me can tell you, like, I hate being sick because it hinders my whole day. I can't record. I can't work properly on my day job. I can't do shit without my motherfucking voice, without my mouth. I have a dentist appointment. I can't record. Like, that is going through the fire from a rapper's perspective. He just twisted it going through the wire because he's talking about having his jaw shattered and maybe having the possibility where he cannot rap or use his voice again. That is fire for an artist. Yeah. That is the same notion of what you are originally thinking about.
That's his foundation.
I'm gonna say this though, like on some cynical shit. Like
Devil's Advocate?
No, not even that.
Okay.
Like just so nowadays the thing is like your imprint online, right?
Yeah.
Say some salacious shit. get some clicks. Your
That's
stock
exactly-
rises.
That's
You know
exactly
what
what happened. Yeah.
I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Trying to
it's
get
one
back
of
in
them.
the stream.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody hipped it to the whole, like, you know what I'm saying?
Troll shit.
Yeah, music is out there. People can stream it if you get some.
You know what I'm
variety.
saying? Like, hey, get on people's minds. You gotta get that mind share, dog. Like, you gotta be in people's faces. You gotta be recognizable. That's how you get your shit looked at.
You gotta talk some shit, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, nowadays with the streaming shit, you need so many fucking streams to make money.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's one of them things, like, they just playing the meta game, trying to get people's attention so they can.
And to add to that, at this point, as much as I'm not a Beehive participant, all women artists are at risk of being in second place to Beyonce at the day and time.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
So what are you going to do about that?
For sure.
For real, for real.
You right, because they can show all the titties in the world. Still ain't gonna probably like Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know her like that, but she can have 3 titties. It still ain't gonna matter. I mean, Beyonce's still gonna be more recognizable. So yeah, that's all I want to say. I just want. This nigga so stupid. But yeah, I'm good, man. We good.
Yeah.
We don't, you know.
Well, thank you for tuning in to the off-season episode. Thank you to Shaunteka
Thank you
for joining
Man,
us,
thank you.
man.
Good times,
Yeah.
good times.
This is pleasant.
Thank you for
And
having me.
man, she had a brilliant performance last night. Tell them where they can find you and get all.
And you
the
want to come
content.
back again?
And plug your own podcast. Yes.
Oh, we gotta go on
Yeah.
podcast too.
Yes, Pod Clash coming
Yeah.
soon. This is a
Pod
Pod Clash. We
Clash.
ain't even know it. Like
So,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can be found at on Instagram at Aketnuahs. That is AKETNUAAHS. I'm sorry. And Facebook Shaunteka Latrice. I do have a podcast. You can hit me up on Edge of Sound. That's on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, iTunes. So hit me up. We'll be doing a pod clash.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Soon.
We will. Yeah.
Yes, man.
Oh, I do have actually a show coming up in October, Black August. Actually, it's August. The first Saturday in August is called Black August. So I'll make sure to send details for that. So yeah.
All right. Y'all got anything?
I'm good,
Any
man.
last
I
remarks?
just got to get back in the swing of things since I've been on summer vacation. So yeah.
Understood. Well, we will see y'all. We will give y'all more details about season 2. We're gonna have some
We record
changes
next
that
weekend,
take place. No, we're not. This
Okay.
is just the off-season episode.
Okay.
But we might have a special event next
Yeah.
July 6th.
Yeah.
So y'all keep your eyes open for that. Just follow us.
Make sure y'all pay y'all weed, man.
This
Wish your kids happy birthday, man. Trying to pull up on.
Dogs and puppies included too.
No offense to any women that feel some type of way about this, but any nigga got their baby mama on child support, you my hero for Batman, Superman.
my auntie was
Y'all
asking
pay
us
up on the warrants, man. Stop giving these white folks free time. Stop giving them y'all free time. Time is important. Pay your warrant. Go to court on time, nigga. Stop wearing that clip on time. Polo. That's all I got to say. Is I'm through.
That is Wu Tim. Shout out to the phasing octopus that we call DJ.
I don't want to be found.
The host of the evening, C-No. I'm Eugene Wright. This is Sankofa Sweet. And this has been the off-season episode of the Sweet Life Podcast.
Because they take away
Yeah,
thank y'all for tuning in.
like opportunity comes.
Peace out.
See
If I
y'all
was on
season
that, I
2.
wouldn't know all the other stuff.
Oh,
That
yeah,
I like.
right.
I'm a reader.
Okay.
I like
so you
to,
get like
you
the
know.
updates and everything.
Yeah. So y'all.
Hey, I can see that.
Yeah.
Alright, so Facebook Live, we're not going to be
Reality
doing any bonus hours. It's just bonus episodes. We was later on the season finale. We definitely hope y'all enjoyed it. Stay tuned for season 2, man. Follow everybody for what we got going on. If you don't know how to follow us, replay the video. Everybody hashtag should be in the ticker at the bottom. Except for Aketnuahs, or you can search Shaunteka Latrice. I'm sorry I didn't update that. But yeah, Y'all stay tuned, stay black, stay blessed, or stay whatever you are if you're not black. Peace. Love y'all.